Hey folks, it's your favorite farmer, and this is going to be a quick turnaround on the videos. I know I just sent out another one not that long ago. You maybe haven't even had time to digest the relevance of it, but we are going to get a hard freeze this weekend, like for sure, for reals, and that's going to put an end to everything. So I got to go out there quick and pick stuff like a bunny and get everything ready. I've started deconstructing, which I'll show you, and this is going to be it for this year. So enjoy. So the cold weather in the fall came pretty early in northeast Ohio this year. Trees are turning and the leaf harvest is coming in. Always a bountiful leaf harvest in Geauga County. You can see them blowing across there. It's going to be leaf gathering time here next week for sure. Here's what I got so far out of the garden as of yesterday. There's the pumpkins, and you can see we got one real nice one that's green with envy, and their illegitimate child. I think that's what that is. And I picked some squash. Now if you look at this, it's still kind of green. It's not really ripe enough. I don't know whether it will ripen enough. I'm going to leave it out, put it in the garage and see if it continues to ripen. But when they're fully ripe, it's this nice golden color like this. This one could use a little bit more. So I'll walk around here and show you couple other things in the neighborhood. Now we had to have these spruce trees taken down over here, so we have to replant some flowers or bushes next year. These were all chipped up. This is where I got the wood chips for the mushrooms that I don't know, like this spring. And these are some hydrangeas. Now Michelle knows how to make these into nice looking flowers. If you cut these right now, they will stay permanently pink. They're really beautiful. That one's a little bit too far gone. We don't need any more, but imagine somebody would enjoy these if I could get them cut in time. Really, really nice. And I think I showed you before. Here's the squash family out here, you know, getting its suntan on. These will go down in storage here pretty quick, and I'll probably give a couple away, but not too many. We'll eat most of them. Okay, that noise in the background, Doug and Linda are having a new deck put on, so guys over there sawing. This is what's left of the herb garden. Now this was all planted back again with garlic, but you can just see there's a couple that are up. Last year more of them came up by this time, but my spiritual garden advisor Brian says not to worry, they'll come up again for real in the spring. I've harvested the sage and the summer savory. Down there is some thyme. Now that goes all winter, and you can go pick some thyme as you need it, as long as the snow isn't too deep. And I left the cilantro in hopes that maybe get another pico de gallo batch, but not looking good. And it's so I got the asparagus all cut down and remounded, so all the little asparagus are underneath the straw here. That's a garlic that I didn't get. It kind of a volunteer came up. Peppers are gone. I'll show you what I did with the peppers. It's kind of a Hail Mary on those, but they're all been pulled up, and now this will all get covered with some leaves and grass. And I've deconstructed the tomato canopy yesterday and pulled up all the weeds. Now what you'll notice here is, just like the Guardians last night, we have a lot of missed opportunities. There are going to be so many green tomatoes that are just, they're gonna be worthless after probably Sunday night, maybe even Saturday night. So what I'm going to try to do is do the old paper bag ripening trick, and I'm going to harvest the ones that are of decent size, bring them in, put them in paper bags, and maybe at least I can cut them up and freeze them for later use. Alright, here's the pepper plants, and what you can, you see I've done is you cut off all the leaves. This is at least what I'm trying. Brian does it different, which I'll explain. I've got 5 Sorrento peppers, or I'm sorry, Sushitos, that we didn't get much out of, and the rest of these are Anaheims. Now, in the tropics, peppers are perennials. Obviously, they're annuals in Northeast Ohio. So Brian brings his in bags, and he's got a whole setup with grow lights and a watering system, and he overwinters them very successfully. I saw this on a video where some guy said to do this. I figured I got nothing to lose but a little bit of potting soil, and it's going to get some indirect light because I don't have an LED or any kind of artificial lighting right now. I plan to get some. I think they'll stay alive until I do get some, and they just need to be watered every now and then, and then you start reintroducing them in the spring, and we'll see. But Brian, he actually gets a couple peppers off of his in the winter, so keep your fingers crossed for the peppers. Okay, so there you have it. Better Get to Know a Garden 2022. I hope you got to know it better because it's going away. I'm going to go out there now, pick the tomatoes, get the rototiller out, rototill up the areas that I think need it, and then start spreading leaves and grass on it to overwinter. So have a pleasant fall, and we'll see you next spring.